Ooh,
Oh.
well, this is certainly a distinctive opening. You're seeing this as well, right? Because I've only had 2 hours sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't do drugs, kids.
Hmm. Yep, here we go. A full episode of Huck.
Oh, Huck. This is the second highest rated episode.
Well, who knows? Maybe we'll finally understand her and
Why she
appreciate-
is how she is.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She wants that pack.
Oh, she got it, I guess.
Nice. So she can run fast. Was that a Nazi thing?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just
I thought it was some Nazi gold.
that would be interesting. Mountain
Mountain
Dew!
Dew!
The gamer's choice.
Oh, they found her.
I know. You're blown away by my awesome buzz cut. Did it myself.
What? What the fuck kind of line is that? Huck, your stealth skills fucking suck if he just saw you at the side of the road.
Yeah.
Does it make sense that the science guy would be all into this, or...
Entertainment like this has just not been available.
He's young.
Yeah.
We all go through a Stephen Mulhern phase.
Oh, don't we just?
Got something for you to wash that down with. Had it chilling out back in the stream.
She high?
Maybe. She always seems
That
a
was
bit
even
high.
more slurred than usual. Mountain Dew!
Mountain Dew getting the fucking brand recognition this episode. Is he gonna drink it in the brand way?
I mean, I used to drink this like water back in the day.
That explains a lot about you, Felix.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew's not that strong.
What else did we got that truck? And we can get us to New York in days instead of weeks.
It's not enough fuel to get us to New York, you know that, right?
Well, Tony, the older one, he's got.
Fill it out with Mountain Dew.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it'll do something.
Do you think she scars herself to remember that guy? Because he's got the scar.
That would be a really stupid reason. So maybe. This establishes she is accurate, but also fun.
Piss.
Oh, breaking news. Fucking zombies.
Zombies.
When you look at it under a black light.
It's a double helix. It's a DNA strand.
Wait. Are you seeing me?
Slow down, Doctor Who. Felix is getting... You're using too many big words. He's just smiling because everyone else is. Is it smart for everyone to get drunk?
They're in a safe location. They've got to.
What
gotta
is
let your
what is
hair
a safe
down.
location?
I'm good, thanks.
We're in a big empty warehouse.
Oh, Silas is straight edge, so that's fine.
A
Yeah.
warm stack of nails are hugging my insides.
Silas, you need to choke this motherfucker. He's gonna steal your girl.
Yeah, it's building to something. Well, I hope.
Freezing, you freezing?
Maybe not this episode.
No.
But
Oh, he just has gloves.
well,
Silas thinking, oh, I should have had gloves. Why didn't I bring spare gloves?
Don't know what that is, but yeah, let's play it.
It's simple.
this is good though. This is good. I like this.
Iris, truth or dare?
Yeah, I mean, character stuff. It's fucking
Truth.
give the actors a chance to act.
If you do whatever you wanted right
Wow.
now, what's the worst thing you ever done?
Right, well, obviously don't answer truthfully here.
What kind of question is that? I mean, it's not even your turn.
You afraid to answer the question? Come on.
Say you pissed yourself.
What's the worst thing you ever done?
Spat in someone's coffee once.
Fine. Back at the U, I locked the school faculty bathroom and spiked the teacher's coffee maker with laxatives.
There we go.
Freshest laxatives.
She did.
I was there.
Come on. I said the truth.
That is the truth.
Huh? You think you can con a con man?
Okay, Percy, back off. Like,
Something, come on, spit
even
it.
if you sense that this wasn't the truth,
Silas gonna
Right
fucking
now, I don't
why would you do
bat
that
on.
shit?
Leave her alone!
Leave her alone.
Silas, it's okay. Percy's right. There is something else. The worst thing that I've ever done
Oh, she's got a backup bullshit.
is agree to play this.
Play this fucking game.
Oh, okay.
Yes!
No, allow me.
I can write bad television.
You are to eliminate any and all hostile targets that you encounter. Kill!
Well, that's actually interesting and relevant.
And different.
Yeah. Yeah, we've not really seen this
We saw a
before.
bit of it in Fear.
Yeah,
not
but from the
make-
civilian perspective
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It started in space.
It's also fair that being on the front line of this would fuck you up mentally.
Nah.
Or not, no, it'd probably be fine, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If you've got a gun, you're mentally bulletproof. I've been pitching slogans
yourself?
for the NRA.
A lot of it. Can't tell the friendlies from the hostiles.
Shot thermal.
Hostiles have a lower body tone.
I feel like there might be some crossfire.
I killed someone. The night the sky fell. I didn't know who she was. She was pregnant and I killed her. She was Elton's mom.
Well, that's everything then.
Fucking hell.
You were just a kid.
But I did it.
You were a kid and she killed your mom in front of you.
Elton doesn't know.
Obviously.
Iris knows. But not that it's Elton's mom.
And they shouldn't.
Yeah,
Can't change the things we've done.
just repress that shit.
Just find the strength to carry the truth for everybody else.
All units in the hot zone will be directed to kill all targets in their grid.
With respect, sir. The hell are you talking about?
That means you put down anything still walking. Friendly or unfriendly. Civilian or hostile. Living or dead.
Well, that was somewhat predictable. Oh, okay. Who the fuck is this
Easy,
guy?
man.
Where the fuck did this...
Easy.
You both got the symbol on your jacket.
What happened? One of the dead take a bite out of you?
Shut the hell up. Who are them? This place is ours. You just came in and took it.
Do you think Huck could actually die this episode?
Nah.
I don't think so either,
talk
but
about
it'd be
Nancy.
interesting.
Marines! Led by command!
I see the parallel they're trying to go for. Wow, really? Just...
Yeah, this is...
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Okay.
sick. Pretty cool.
Down.
No, I'm a Marine. I don't know what the hell you are.
Nice. That's some pretty dark shit.
Yeah.
You said you could save him. This guy
Jesus,
won't.
Huck and Christ.
Found something else too. Locked in the cabinet.
What are those? Potentially something to work with.
Yeah, but what are they though?
So, after talking it over with Felix, Percy and I have decided to extend the terms of our agreement with you.
Yeah, instead of dropping you guys off, we want to stick around. Do what we can to help you guys find your dad.
Yep.
After that, who knows?
One of you's gonna die,
Ships fall
motherfucker.
where they
Oh,
may.
yes.
All right, let's all get some sleep.
And it'll probably be
Hit the road at
Tony.
First light.
Sounds good.
Would you maybe want to see me by the truck in an hour?
Why? What's at the truck?
Just me. Just need to get my gloves back.
Oh, I can give them to you.
No.
Wow, this is a shit setup, man.
Aren't cold now. But they will be in about an hour.
Hey,
And Elton's here too.
I wouldn't want to lose you.
Show her a magic trick.
Queen of Hearts.
Damn. Pick that up quick.
Mhm.
I know it's just a stupid trick, but show somebody the impossible and suddenly everything seems possible.
I just wanted to thank you
Yeah, you're not getting with her, mate. Sorry.
for sharing
No.
this with me.
That shit didn't work before the zombie apocalypse. It certainly doesn't now.
She was.
Although, I don't know, there's a lack of
Maybe she still is.
options.
Who knows?
Yeah. Considering how fucking amazed everyone was at the puppet show, I don't know.
Everything. I'd just be doing it for me, not for him. Truth would just crush him.
And with this established, he will now find out anyway.
Hell yeah.
Through circumstance. Or that.
I took this from Elton's mom.
Throw it in the
I think I'm a
sea.
good person.
I know you are. The necklace proves it.
Stealing from dead people proves you're a good person. Oh, wow, you called it.
Yes. I'm a fucking genius.
I still think that's a fucking dumb reason, but you did call it.
A reminder.
Oh, gross. Fuck you.
He made the Louvre. The Louvre shack.
Lucky he had that.
Yeah, and all these candles. And these.
Wait, what a waste.
And just a... What? What, were you that tired, or did he take ages to show up, or what?
I guess he just didn't show up.
That's kind of weird.
Maybe he's not as scummy as he first appears.
I don't know. Normally when you show someone your shrine, you want to be there to kind of, you know, diffuse the situation and explain it. Or so I've heard.
Tony?
Tony? That's Tony? What?
Felix, somebody help!
What the fuck? Surely not.
Percy.
Virus? Holy shit.
Silas did it, but the question is why?
Because he's crazy.
Didn't think he was that crazy, but... Wow, maybe... There's got to be more to this.
Silas?
Or
No, he
maybe...
got really drunk.
Oh, fuck though.
Silas?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, well,
I'm with the department.
that's... Yeah, that's significant. That's actually... Right then, welcome back to Walking Dead, The Beyondening, episode 7. A different one, certainly.
A good one, you might say.
Yes, well, that's what I meant.
True.
Yeah, I'm trying to be as... Not harsh, but, you know, as critical as possible, but I think overall this was a good episode.
Yeah, it is. I understand why you're saying it like that, because it is a confusing sensation.
Yes.
Enjoying World Beyond.
Yeah.
But things happened. Characters were.
Oh, sorry, I've got the advert up. I wondered why I didn't have the tracking thing. Yeah, sorry.
I wasn't sure what that was. I was invested in characters. Things happened in terms of moving the plot forward, in terms of action and dialogue, and flashbacks were employed in a reasonable way to push the story forward, but give us information on characters that we are now with.
Yes.
It's almost like they wrote a script for a television show.
Yeah, like the flashbacks were both relevant and chronologically structured, which helps a lot.
Yeah. So, I mean, the opening was a bit weird because they just find Huck on the road.
Yeah, she went scouting and I guess she didn't find anything, which is good, except for some boots for Silas. So
yeah, she found a few things in a
and some Mountain Dew. Can't forget that.
Yeah.
But...
so they found her at the side of the road.
Oh, that was accidental, but fine. They just kind of. There was a nice scene of the kids doing kid stuff, getting a bit drunk and playing Truth or Dare. Yep.
Which started out light-hearted and fun, and then inevitably got a bit dark because what's his name? Percy.
Percy, yeah.
Percy was like, "What's the worst thing you've ever done to
a survivor in the zombie apocalypse?" Is not the smartest question, really, is it?
Yeah. Hope revealed finally to someone, not to Elton, but to Huck, that she killed Elton's mum.
Yep, the whole story, not even just half the story that she gave to Iris.
Yeah, I was worried that she was going to stop sort of halfway and be like, "Oh, I killed someone," and not say that it's Elton's mum. But yeah, she got the whole thing out, so Huck knows and was like, "You better not tell him because that's mean."
Yeah,
and then
which is an interesting, like, her rationale there was an interesting moral dilemma of, the whole...
And it is a genuine sort of moral dilemma as well, because, you would ideally want to be honest with someone, but she's like, if you tell him that, that's going to ruin his short, unhappy life even more. She refuses to do her orders in the Marines and kill a load of innocent people, and she actually turns on her team and shoots them instead.
Yeah,
was pretty dark.
Yeah, that's probably the darkest thing we've seen. Well, except for maybe the end, but
yeah, but this is especially dark because it's kind of it's at the very start of the zombie apocalypse. It's like day
0.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's not long into it.
Yeah, it's the kind of brutality I forgot should have been a mainstay of this show.
Yeah.
And it's not just for shock value. When it's done well, it's got thematic reasoning. It's because it's meant to enforce the harshness and the character changes. Like, yeah, you can say, like, in I think it's the very first episode, Rick has to shoot the zombie child girl. And that's certainly like you can say that's a shocking bit you can write a clickbaity article about, but it also informs his character moving forward.
Yeah, it shows how it shows that he now understands that the world has changed.
Yeah,
and
it shows
what he has to do to survive, to get back to Carl. And
yeah, it shows from the beginning he's willing to go to extreme measures, which is consistent throughout. This, we can't say it's consistent yet because this is the first time we've learnt who the hell Huck is, really. We got a bit of backstory in the boat episode, and I kind of thought that was all there was to her. I didn't think they were going to go into it anymore. Frankly, this is way more interesting than her being trapped on a raft with a broken arm.
in the dark, she just switches out the lights and fucking kills them all. It's like, Jesus.
Yeah,
And she doesn't really hesitate much before killing her mate
no,
with the scar.
no, and I mean that was not hugely unrealistic either. Like if she had turned on them without doing some kind of distraction first, you would think, I'm not sure she would have got away with that. Like someone else would have gunned her down, even though she was established to be, you know, pretty good shot. But no, she's smart enough to fuck with the lights and then do it. And
it also lined up, like her backstory was lining up with her present day story as well, because she had to save Hope from a guy who had a gun to her head, which we've not seen them. This is the first time that we've seen them interact with human antagonists, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. We thought that would be it last episode, but of course that was all a ploy by Tony and Percy. But yeah, this guy. So from what he said, it seemed to be he lived in the place that the CRM took over, and I guess he escaped down here with his brother, who turned and bit him. And then, yeah, Hope and Huck stumbled into them, and he's sort of at his wit's end, clearly.
She just fucking kills him.
Yeah, well, to be fair...
she talks him down nicely first, and then she fucking grabs the gun.
Yeah, well, I sort of liked how they let that scene breathe. I mean, it was blatantly obvious from the get-go that Hope wasn't going to die, and it was, like, incredibly unlikely Huck would. But they still let it build as if there was tension. Tony's fucking dead.
We did think he was going to be probably the first to go, because he was a new one and a bit sort of wacky and quirky.
Yeah, and also a bit too competent for this group.
Yeah.
But I thought it would happen towards the finale. I didn't think it would happen at the end of this episode.
Yeah, that is quite... that's quite rare for the main series of The Walking Dead. Like, especially in the worst seasons, in like seasons 7 and 8, like nobody would die unless it was the mid-season finale or the season finale. Like there was never any tension except for those 2 episodes every season.
Yeah, it almost became just a scheduled plot death, you know.
Yeah. It's so what right. So when they were doing Truth or Dare, what's his name? Silas,
yes.
Silas.
Yes. Like Stylus.
Want a drink? Like Stylus. Okay. He didn't want to drink because he has issues, and he's been quite angry at how Percy's been flirting with
Iris.
So yeah, we were kind of predicting. Well, what I thought would happen is him and Percy would have an argument, and Silas would kind of fuck him up a bit, punch him over and over again, and you know, give him 2 like black eyes.
Yeah, black eyes, broken nose. I didn't think he would kill Percy. Now, for all the annoying things of a lot of characters in this, and especially how I thought he was going to be from the first episode, Doctor Who is quite likeable in a weird way.
Yeah. Ups and downs and tonal shifts, and it had scenes, like full on, like a scene would happen.
Start and end, and there was a point to it.
Start and end, and lead into the next bit, and yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and, you know, there was some nice visual stuff as well, and not in an overly gimmicky, you know, pencil-drawn way that they were doing in some of the early episodes. Like, this had a kind of hazy, boozy filter to it, which makes sense as like a flashback into a military hoedown, I guess, whatever it was.
But yeah, military hoedown is.
I think that's the technical term. Yeah. And then, you know, just simple stuff like, okay, maybe the thermal imaging is a bit gimmicky, but I mean, that had a point as well, because they established...
Yeah.
It showed Huck being smart enough to... Well, actually, it's a... I almost said comrade. I don't know why that's the word that came to mind. Yeah. Stop playing the Russian national anthem. But no, so her friend, like, puts her thermal imaging on, but, like, it just shows working stuff out. Like, oh, the zombies are obviously
it's like,
cold.
well, she paused before... Yeah, he was like, just take the shot, and she was like, no, I can't, because I don't know who's...
It's not a clear shot, yeah.
It's not a clear shot. So that shows her way of thinking, they have all these people in behind like fences, just in a cage, and they're just gonna fucking shoot them.
Yeah, that last bit
was
such a short flashback that it was quite unclear.
It actually does. It almost takes something away from her actions, because it then becomes like so clearly that's evil.
Yes.
That it's like less of a moral decision.
Yeah.
Like, she's in the Marines, so I guess there's the kind of loyalty
discipline and all that. But I mean, clearly, there's a very clear right thing to do in that situation.
But if it was another situation where it was just loads of zombies and people running around, and like her comrades, as you say, are, just shooting indiscriminately, and she kind of hesitates, and then she's like, fuck it, and she shoots all of them, that would be a more kind of morally ambiguous thing. But look, they're a fucking... I mean, maybe there's some people that have been bitten in there, but you don't know.
No. I mean, there's definitely some people going through some interesting emotions. I'm just thinking, really, you could do an entire series that is just set in the military dealing with this bit. Because, like, this is by far the most interesting stuff the show has brought to the table.
Because, as we said, like, there is that element of things in Fear the Walking Dead, but we don't really have any characters. They're all kind of nameless, aren't they?
Yeah,
I don't focus on any of...
No, I struggled to remember that bit, but it was definitely from a civilian point of view. So it's a bit of a shame that the big turning point was just a very cliched, heartless upper level military, but
that's what they do, though.
Yeah, like I say, it's tried and tested. It's predictable, but at least it's not nonsensical, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the finale is going to be terrible, but that is the highest rated episode, and we don't know if that's just our dwindling average theory, or
well, it could be one of those things where, like, the finale, like, it ends on sort of cliffhangers that people theorize could go to interesting places, and then season 2 episode 1 comes around and ruins it. So maybe it's the rating is more for its potential to change things than it actually being good.
Yeah, they perhaps because it's quite common for shows to throw a lot of balls up in the air and then not know what to do with them, and so but people will assume you have a plan because you're a fucking paid writer. Let's see what everyone else thinks. Best episode yet? Yes, it was. This episode was actually good. The Husky kid is deaf a serial killer, and Huck is a stone cold badass. More episodes like this. Husky. Why is he
feel like
Husky?
Yeah.
What's the other?
Also, I feel like some of these people are still taking the wrong things away from this. Like, we don't need to see more military. Like, when you say about, like, oh, it would be good to explore the military aspects, it's not just so that we can see fuck you, zombies. Like, it's more about the moral implications of choices.
Absolutely. Yeah, I almost said this after I said it, but That's absolutely the disclaimer there, is that it's not just better because military guns and action, pow pow. You know, it's the fact that they're involved in this in a important way. I still get confused between which one's called Hope and which one's Iris. I think you do as well, but
I was thinking about this the other day. I struggle with people's names in real life, and I struggle with people's names in TV. And I even TV shows that I really like, I barely remember characters' names.
Yeah, well,
I'm not.
That's just the thing that people get. They say you're either good with faces or names, you know, but not normally both. I guess maybe I'm worse with faces because I seem to remember names, but that might just be because I'm editing all this again, you know.
Yeah.
The real elephant in the room is, what is Buddy Bradley going to think?
Yeah.
Iris acting is still atrocious and Silas is creepy and awkward. Well, that's kind of his character, you know. Storyline has improved. Elton and Hope are good actors, as well as Felix. All right, if you say so.
I'm going to disagree.
Huck needs to fix the consistency with her accent as well. Yeah, maybe, you know, as English chaps, we can't pick up on that as well, but we know she's got a weird accent. You've mentioned her slurring and stuff. I don't know if it's been inconsistent, but I guess just her clarity is inconsistent. Someone's not believing the whole, you know, there's the sanctity of Marine brotherhood, sisterhood.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it was sort of a...
It's not an illegal order too. Is it not illegal because it's coming from the military?
Yeah, I think I think that is it is a thing. If there's I'm sure that is a genuine thing. Like, if there is a massive zombie apocalypse, then the government probably has plans to just fucking kill everyone, and that's fine.
Right, yeah. Yeah, to be fair, they say, is it unethical or immoral? You decide. Well, that's more the question, I think. Yeah, I mean, this person's still gave it a 7 out of 10, so I guess maybe this person's like got military background because they think that the bond there is too strong that you wouldn't turn on them like that, which, yeah, is debatable. We've got absolutely no experience.
It's not a documentary though, or like it's not a really. It's not a. I don't know. That's. I'm okay with that. Like, I can see where they're coming from, but like, and I guess they could have done something more subtle where like she gets up in the middle of the night and frees them all in secret.
Yeah. Like, if that, as we were saying, if that scene is longer, then there's more you can do with it. But they were it sort of jumped to the ultimatum there. You know, the trolley problem, essentially, in visual form.
Yeah. So yeah.
But yeah, I'm fine with it. But these criticisms might be somewhat valid. But I'm confused. When Annette Mahendru, Huck, was on a show called The Americans, she was flawless. Every scene she was in, she's spot on. So how can she be so bad here? Oh.
Because the writing's shit.
Yeah, I mean, an actor can only do so much, you know. Even the best actors in the world will have shit films they did, and yeah, maybe they carry that film on their back, but you know, it's difficult. It's a whole other skill.
She's only just got a character. She's like previously she's had some lines of dialogue to say and I guess yeah.
Their theory is that it's people from the show reviewing this now. Oh.
Yeah, because I mean, IMDb ratings have a genuine effect on getting people to watch or not watch a show, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, like I don't know. I might like sincerely check an IMDb rating, but I'm a film twat, so I think more people are likely to check something like Rotten Tomatoes, which is even, less credible than IMDb, I think. So
I think most people just go, oh, I've heard of that. I'll give that a go.
Yeah, well, it depends how
Like,
far you want to go on the scale of it, really. Yeah. Of just casual to, oh, that's the thing. It's got zombies. I might watch that.
Yeah.
Give it no, not to say that that's a dumb opinion. It's just some people don't give it any more thought than that, and that's fine if that's how you want to be. Got other stuff to do in their life. We haven't. So glad we have so many pumpers.
Buddy Bradley.
Oh, this is him. He's still giving it a 1 out of 10. They are trying to save the show with fake reviews. IMDb needs to find a way to make sure that... I don't know, Bradley.
How many reviews has this episode had?
About the same as the past few, to be honest. It's only gone down by like maybe 1. 19.
Wow. 19.
I think the last one had 17, or maybe the one before. So
AMC is doing a really good job at getting all the cast and crew and their family members to leave positive reviews. They've managed to get 19 people.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Fucking hell.
But if I want to, play devil's advocate here, they're going, well, they don't want to make it too obvious, do they?
Yeah.
It's got to be believable, hasn't it? So
yeah, 7 out of 10.
Yeah, they got to slowly build up the ratings. Otherwise, people will know that it's a conspiracy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, poor Buddy Bradley.
Well, I don't know. He's got a lot on his mind. He's trying to work out how to disable the 5G towers and.
Yeah.
So yeah, the majority definitely saying that this, best episode, big improvement. I never lightly use the word cringe. Cringe is an overused word today. That being said, I cringed every time Iris and Percy were flirting, and Silas looked pissed in every tiny situation. Well, that's just teenagers flirting in general,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way to make that not cringy. Nice. I wasn't rolling my eyes and can actually see some potential. Well, yeah, if you're rolling your eyes all the time, you can't see the potential. But yeah, so good.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we can only speak for this episode.
And with only so you got 3 more episodes this season and then 10 episodes
of season 2.
You better hope that they managed to they just had to get a lot of fucking exposition out the way, and that it's going to go full pedal to the metal.
Yeah, I mean, it's really got to be hitting home runs from here on to come out on top.
Yeah, to make it worth.
Yeah. And even then, recommending it to people, you'd have to say stuff like, the first 6 episodes are a slog kind of thing, which is not not a glowing endorsement.
Yeah, a quarter of the show sucks.
Yeah. Abraham directed the last episode, and we could see it. It felt very Walking Dead. You reckoned he'd directed some earlier ones. He hadn't. He directed
this one.
Yeah, last episode and this one.
Yeah.
Some of the better ones. So, unfortunately, he hasn't directed any of the others, so we'll see.
No, he's directed some of the main... After he was killed in the main series, spoilers, he directed some of the main series.
Yes, he's done 3 episodes in the main series. Last time, I said that I reached the title screen of a Walking Dead mobile game, and that I would try to get a bit further in it. No Man's Land. I have.
Hooray!
It's pretty terrible. It's
Man, Rick looks knackered.
He looks like a dried out old potato. It's bad. And Glenn looks like he's right out of the PS2, and it's just it's not at all good. I wouldn't recommend it. I've put over 100 hours into it.
7 out of 10, too much water.
Yeah, like, because the thing is, there's a decent, if basic, like, turn-based strategy sort of gameplay at the core of it, like a kind of Fire Emblem grid layout sort of thing. And there's like 6 different character classes, so, you know, different ways to approach things. Like Glenn's a scout, so only got knives, close range, but can move further. Rick's a shooter, obviously long range, but single shots. Then you've got like Abraham with the machine gun, stuff like that. Most of the classifications seem to fit the cast, but Eugene is the same class as Negan, which is a bit weird. They come under the Bruiser class, which really doesn't make sense for Negan. You know, characters that use a bat, blunt force. Eugene, I guess they just didn't know what to do with him. I would have gone for like Scout first.
But
But
do they not have a kind of like tech?
Not
or
really.
like
It's all
inventor
based.
role.
No, it's all based around the weapons. You know, it's some people somewhere gave a shit about it. Unfortunately, it's all blanketed in this idle game.
I was going to ask.
Idle games as a service, just surrounded by this poisonous wank that is just really just, it simultaneously kills it and it does what it's supposed to by like getting its claws into you, and with the whole it's only 2 hours to unlock whatever, but only 2 minutes to get more pebbles that you can trade in for pellets that you can use to make peanuts to improve your character's health by 7%, that sort of thing. Or you can just pay money to skip the wait, and I haven't spent any money on this, but as I said, it has, you know, I've found myself going back to it a stupid amount.
I get that with mobile games sometimes, and you just, I'll play it for like a couple of days straight, just like constantly, but you just have to delete it because you're just like, what am I even doing? What am I achieving? I'm not even enjoying this.
No, you're just like, get the next thing to make number go up slightly. Because it's designed to waste your time. And you're exactly right, because I had this trouble with Gwent for a while. And that's supposedly, apparently, one of the less egregious ones in terms of all this sort of thing. But I had to delete that, and as soon as this recording finishes, I'm going to delete this too. There's a whole other game going on. There's the gameplay mechanics, and then there's the payment mechanics, which is like a whole sub-game where you're being played, you know, and the goal is to just rinse as much money out of you as possible. For as little reward as possible that still keeps you hooked, and it's just I just hate how pervasive and kind of perverted all these practices are in gaming now, really. But so I wasted my fucking time, and all I have to show for it are these Uncanny Valley screenshots. So
Daryl, what?
It's pretty bad. T-Dog is one of the better ones.
Yeah, he's alright, but like Daryl, that's not Daryl.
If this had got rid of all the service crap and had been like £5 and you play it, and you finish it and that's it, you know, the 2 story modes and you've done it and that's it, that'd be great. But they can't. It's got to be an ongoing thing. And I just
gotta make all the money.
Yeah, I just
not
don't
just a bit of
it.
money.
Yeah, but T-Dog's one of the better ones. Glenn's okay, a bit dead behind the eyes, but I caught him at a funny angle there. Again, Rick looks a bit better in his sort of mid form, I guess.
His second evolution.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. Abraham is... I mean, that's kind of accurate to him, I guess.
Yeah.
He's a funny-looking fella in actuality. So I guess that's true. Jerry, they did Jerry dirty. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, that's fucked.
That's really bad. You can't even say that's PS2 quality. That's something else. In terms of the custom characters, I did get an old woman who can hit people with a spade, so that's
Sick.
something. But again, it's all upgrades, train them, build this, unlock every perk for each weapon, and yeah, it's addictive and it's scary. And then, yeah, like 5 hours till you get a thing, 2 hours for this, 1 hour for that, special offer, 3 hours for this, 5 hours until you can watch some adverts and that'll give you free things. And then,
I love how they call it the cinema.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, they say like something like, oh, watch old films from the past. And it's like, wow,
Fuck you.
if fucking mobile game adverts are all that exist into the future, they're the only media, then it really is a fucking apocalypse. That's no man's land. Cannot in good conscience recommend cocaine to people.
Are you gonna try one of the other 1,000 Walking Dead games?
Maybe at some point, but like this has just eaten up my week. Like I need to get rid of this kind of thing. Like I say, I never considered myself to have an addictive personality, but when I think maybe these are just that good. I don't know.
Yeah, because I thought that as well, but like, yeah, no, they're just scientifically will fuck you up.
Yeah, they're designed to in every facet, Addictive personality is strange because it, at first glance or hearing it, it sounds more flattering than what that actually means. Like, you've got an addictive personality. Oh, you really? Yeah. Yeah, he's in massive debt with gambling. But yeah, so those were my adventures into the Walking Dead mobile games. I've been bitten and I need to amputate, essentially.